Good evening, friends. I'm Sathyendra speaking from the channel Sathyendra Film Critic. Last week I saw two lovely Malayalam films, so I would like to talk about them. First, I would prefer to talk about called Rondh. Actually, Rondh means patrol, Patrol. Yeah, the police patrol. Yeah, and it's a lovely film. It's a lovely film running in Palazzo now. It's about the whole story is about two police inspectors, senior and junior. And the whole film happens in one night. I think just before Christmas, I think. Christmas Carol. That night, the junior officer and senior officer, they are going in their jeep, but they get lot of orders from their higher authorities. There is another one problem in this area, another problem in this area, another problem in some other area, like that. The whole night they are getting messages from the higher authorities, and they have to go and see the problem. One girl has run away, eloped with her lover. In some other place there is another problem. A mad fellow has torturing his own daughter. He hides her in a barrel, in a plastic big barrel. So like that, so many things are happening, and they also happen to meet one church father. There's a small accident or something like that. So then the senior inspector takes some 10,000 rupees from him. And there's a church scene where somebody is talking about gospel and all. And there's a small interesting joke. The inspector tells the church father, when I was young, I was drunk, I was taking bribe, I slept with so many women like that, Immediately in 2 minutes, the church father starts announcing all this in the mic, saying, look, this man has done so many things, now he's a nice man, This is just a fun and Christianity, everything. So then the whole story happens in night, one night. So they go to so many places, and the senior inspector is always dominating the junior inspector, his subordinate. Every time anything happens, he says, you go first and what, consider this is a training like that. But every time it's very difficult for the junior inspector, because the people he meet are extremely mad or very violent like that. So this is going on, and at one point both of them drink. At one point both of them drink. And this was caught on CCTV, and it was spread, and all these visuals go to the higher authorities of police, and they are summoned into the police station, and the chief of police requests them, and he says, both of you on duty, or both of you are drunk. And that's a mistake. When you're on duty, you're not supposed to drink, and it's already known to all the public. So, we are going to suspend you for a long time, something like that. And they have a backstory, the senior inspector and junior inspector. These two main characters are played by Dileesh Pothan and Roshan Mathew. People say Dileesh Pothan has directed a very good film. Somebody whom I met in Palazzo explained me. He made a great film called Mahesh and a Pratikaram. So this actor is also a director, and this director always makes films about police. This Rondh film director. Somebody told me that he always makes only about police subjects, many of the films. So finally, there is a personal tragedy in both the cases, the senior inspector and the junior inspector. Senior inspector has got a wife. She's mentally sick, physically sick. So there is a tragic thing going on in their life. The junior inspector has got another problem. He has got wife and children. The child is sick, some problem at the home, same night. And they cannot go because that day they are on duty and the whole night they have to go for patrol. So finally both of them are arrested and they are taken in a jeep. And Roshan Mathew is always dominated by the senior inspector that night. He jumps out of the police jeep and starts running. And a van comes and hits him and he dies there. He tried to escape and he dies in the accident. But the jeep goes on, the inspector is watching. It's a lovely film, very beautiful film, And no, Lakshmi Menon has played a character. It's a one-night story, very different story which nobody has explored that kind of subject. This is the problems of police in their personal life. Of course, they are there to protect the public, but they also have their own family. They have to look after. They have to look after their wife. They have to look after their mother. Like that. So they are dealing with the personal problems of the police also. Sometimes the film is a little funny, though the film is a very, very serious film. And both of them have put up extraordinary performance. And the film is called Rondh, R-O-N-D-H. And this is a Malayalam Muslim director. I met some people in theatre to clarify certain things. One young, tall man, very intelligent. So he clearly explained me the story. Of course, there were subtitles. It was not a problem for me to understand the film. And I was watching it for the second time. It's a lovely film. Please go and watch. A police going on the beat is called, they call it Rondh. It's actually round, sounds like Rondh. It's a lovely story of two police inspectors, their problems, the problems between them, senior abusing junior, senior dominating junior, and how the junior has to follow all the inspectors, his senior inspectors' domination, and every time he gets into problem because always the senior inspector is saying, see, there is a person you have to go and see, but that person is very, very violent, so he will get into problems. No, this is why I am training you. You have to learn this. No, I learned everything like that from my senior officers and all. It's very serious. It's very tragic. It's a very personal film, but very, very powerfully directed by this Malayalam Muslim director. And as I told you, this Malayalam director mostly makes films about police. And in one of the scenes in this film, Rondh, one scene comes in TV. My neighbor told me in the theater that's what was going on the TV was this director's another film, that scene. It's a lovely film. Please go and watch. Please subscribe for my channel, Sathyendra, Film Critic. All of you are supporting me a lot. Thanks a lot. Please continue to do it.